Werner Schroeder. I am the founder of the Ascended Master Teaching Foundation, which has a central office in Manchester. Welcome to the lecture series, The Ascended Masters Answer the Fundamental Questions of Life. This lesson is entitled Lesson 5, The Dispensations of the New Age. The lesson consists of 5 parts. During this lesson we shall discuss the following subjects. The first New Age dispensation. The second New Age dispensation. New subjects introduced by the Masters. Accomplishments of the Philadelphia group. And finally, I'd like to explain something about the Ascended Master Teaching Foundation and its goals. All right, let's get started. The first New Age dispensation. The dawn of a new era. The first New Age dispensation was primarily the effort of Ascended Master Saint Germain. He sought out those individuals who had assisted him in previous efforts with the Sahara civilization 70,000 years before. And he saw enough reason to carry the light to America and to the people of the earth. The Ascended Master Lady Nada assisted the effort of Saint Germain. As part of the dispensation, the cosmic being Victory set aside the occult law. The dictations of the Ascended Host could now be presented in a simple English language and in an unveiled, direct manner. Mysticism is no longer the requirement of the hour. When Saint Germain first conceived the idea of putting forth this work, he explained to the Master, called the Great Divine Director, that he had 2 people in embodiment, namely Mr. and Mrs. Ballard, who he felt were strong enough to carry his message. The Great Divine Director asked him if he was certain of this. Saint Germain replied, "I shall try it out and we shall see." Before Saint Germain received the dispensation, this type of information was only given out in the retreats of the Ascended Masters, and it was given to students of considerable spiritual advancement. This new dispensation shows an entirely new approach. Saint Germain did not use as a foundation any established religious teaching, using it as a base and adding to it. He and other Ascended Masters made no attempt to revive theosophy. Only sparingly did they refer to the Bible. Only in rare instances did they refer to the Vedic literature of India. For these reasons, commencing with this dispensation, Ascended Master teaching did assume a new approach, unique from any other previous method of instruction, and this effort by Saint Germain has been labeled by the Masters the beginning of a new age. The messenger, Guy Ballard, met Saint Germain first on August 16th of 1930 on Mount Shasta. This historical, illuminating experience is beautifully detailed in the book Unveiled Mysteries. Saint Germain and other Ascended Masters explained cosmic law in clear terms. The method of instruction was based on logic and common sense. In addition, the Masters added their radiation, which helped the instruction gain acceptance through the feeling nature of the students. For the first time since the sinking of Atlantis, an Ascended Master now could give out the knowledge of the I Am Presence, the violet flame, protected pillar of light, the unrecorded history of mankind, and cosmic law as it applies to this planet in public. These subjects are important to the student who is on the path to greater spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I will describe them in detail during the following lessons. The information Mr. Ballard received was published under the name I Am Activity. After the experiences on Mount Shasta, Mr. Ballard returned to his house in Chicago, where further explanations were given to him by Saint Germain, as part of many discourses. Following this period of preparation, the work of the I Am Activity was started in 1934. Mr. Ballard gave classes and talked to large audiences all over the United States. Mrs. Ballard talked over the radio. Together they reached hundreds of thousands of people. Mr. Ballard had earned being an authorized member of the Great White Brotherhood by having had some type of connection with Saint Germain in a previous embodiment. In a previous incarnation, he was embodied as George Washington. When Mr. Ballard gave public lectures, he did not know beforehand what he was going to say. All he knew was that Saint Germain had requested him to rent a certain auditorium in a certain city on a certain date. After this was done and the audience arrived, Mr. Ballard stepped onto the platform. There appeared to him 2-inch high letters of golden living light. Those messages he read to the audience. Some other people in the audience saw them also. This was confirmed to me by Brother Bill, also his name is William Cassier. He was one of 7 messengers selected by Saint Germain to work under Mr. Ballard. He said he saw the letters of living light while sitting in the front row, and also when he was sitting in the back. With the introduction of the I Am Activity, the masters for the first time placed emphasis on the art of invocation. They explained that the students could best support their efforts if they would employ the power of the spoken words, called decreeing. The student body responded to this request. This helped greatly to bring about a manifestation of the plan of the Great Ones. 20,000 healings were attributed to Mr. Ballard. According to William Cassier, many people were healed while attending the lectures and hearing the messages given by the Master through Mr. Ballard. He told me that some left their crutches because they were no longer needed. While staying in the Mount Shasta area, Mr. Ballard stayed at the McLeod Hotel in McLeod. When Mr. Ballard returned to his home in Chicago, he was giving private classes. These were by invitation only. Some of those who attended qualified later as the appointed messengers of Saint Germain. The names of the appointed messengers were Mr. Paul Stickles, Mr. William Cassier, Mrs. Bliss, Mr. and Mrs. Ferguson, and a Dr. Maxwell. Mr. Ballard qualified as an authorized messenger. In April of 1936, Mr. Ballard had qualified for his ascension. He decided to continue with instruction to help Saint Germain bring in the Golden Age. Mr. Ballard transitioned on the last day of 1939. Mr. Ballard had lectured to the very end. He made the ascension under the new dispensation given in 1938. Under this dispensation, the purified essence of the physical body enters the etheric body. The etheric body is merged with the Christ self, and the Christ self merges with the I Am presence, all done in full consciousness. The physical body is left behind to be cremated. This concludes Lesson 5, Part 1. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, and I hope We will meet soon again for part 2 of the lesson. God bless you.